Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. Everybody with a mind-body condition can get well. I'll cover that in a second. So, good to see you all. Everybody all right? How you doing? Let me know how you're doing below. But watch the video first. Relax your body, drop your shoulders, breathe. Know that you're okay. So, everybody with a mind-body condition can get better. So, a mind-body condition basically means, by definition, your brain is creating symptoms. And in my view, based on the perception of danger. Let me say that again. Your brain is creating symptoms based on the perception of danger. So by definition, it means your body's not the problem. Now there may be downstream effects of your brain perceiving danger. We could have, digestion issues and gut imbalances. We could have muscle tension and imbalances in our body. You saw me in my pictures. I'm all jacked up and crooked. If you haven't seen them, go to painfreeyou.com. Scroll down, you'll see my pictures of me all crooked. But by definition, the root cause of a mind-body condition is the brain perceiving danger. That means the root solution is teaching the brain we're actually okay. I think when we do that consistently, the brain returns to balance, the muscle tensions, the digestive issues return to balance. Things get better really quickly when the brain no longer thinks you are broken or sick or diseased or something. But a brain that's been convinced through doctors, through diagnoses, through symptoms, through our own fear, through our own internet research, a brain that perceives we're sick or broken in some way is going to create symptoms as if that sick or broken is true and factual. But if we start to teach the brain that these are false alarms and we're really not sick and broken, when the brain starts to get that message, things can settle down. And oftentimes, one of your biggest proofs is how do your symptoms feel when you are able to, even if temporarily, lower your fears. Generally, not even generally, most commonly, I hear people say, yeah, when I can somehow dial down the fears, I feel better physically. Bingo, there's your proof. That's all the proof you need. Because a disease-based process or a broken or messed up body part would not behave that way. Now, some people may argue, yes, it does. Stress affects everything. The belief that you're broken, the belief that you have some kind of an illness or disease, and that needs to be fixed at the body level, I think is slowing a lot of people down. So if you're still on the fence and you're still having internal debates with yourself, saying, but the doctor told me this, and I read that, and comparatively I'm way worse than other people are, so how can I possibly get better? Well, people with a mind-body condition, TMS, or as I call it, perceived danger pain, or perceived danger symptoms, you can get better because by definition, you're not sick or broken. This is a teaching exercise, and it's predictable. It's proven. It works. It's your turn. You are just as capable and entitled to recovery as anybody else who's gone before you. So yes, I do believe that anybody with a mind-body condition can get well. Now, there are some things that kind of, seem more legitimately medical, right? But I still believe the brain's perception of danger is going to determine how rough of a ride you have through even legitimately medical conditions. A positive, can do, I can make this, I will be okay attitude is incredibly beneficial Let's say you break an arm. If you freak out over it, it's probably going to hurt more than if you respond calmly and trust the body to heal. It's just the way it is. You know, I do believe you can get well. I wouldn't be doing this every single day for over 5.5 years if I thought I was, just screaming to a canyon where nobody's listening. I see you, and I feel you, and I know you're struggling. But that's why I keep showing up here daily, to remind you how the system works, this human body, this brilliant system called the human body, how to determine what's going on with you. Is it a mind-body thing? And then once you determine that, I'm really going to encourage you to make the decision to accept that, because the people that I see struggle the most are the ones who are too afraid to accept it, because what if the doctor missed something? Or they're just so scared that they can't make that decision that, yes, this is a mind-body thing, because I think I have X, Y, and Z. For whatever reason, the people who are unable to, or in some cases refuse to accept the mind-body condition as the cause, not involved, but the cause, the only thing going on, those are the people I see with the most amount of fear and who struggle the most. But even you can get better, but it does require a decision. Come on, folks. And if you think I'm talking to you, you're right, because I've spoken to many of you, either in the group or through private messages or through emails. The people who are unable to or refuse to accept that this is a mind-body condition because they're so convinced there's no way the brain could make something feel this real. Yeah, it can, because the brain controls everything. And if the brain thinks you've got X, Y, and Z problem, the symptoms will mimic that X, Y, and Z thing. So, I know you can get better. Borrow my belief. Borrow my confidence. But also borrow the strategies that are proven. They're reliable. They're predictable. It's your turn. It is absolutely your turn. So, I'm going to wrap it up there. But I know you can get better. And if it's uncertain whether or not it's a mind-body condition or something else, do the assessments. Go to isthispdp.com. Do both assessments if you've got pain, and if you've got something else other than pain, do the one that says the FIT assessment. There's like 19 questions on the page. If you answer one or more with true, it's definitely a mind-body condition. If you answer multiple, it's really, really a mind-body condition. And if you answer 10 or more, holy cow, it's like without a doubt. But all you need is one. To know that your symptoms are not behaving structural or disease-based. So get that level of clarity, but once you have the answer from the assessments, make a decision. Because if you refuse to make a decision, if you refuse to accept that it's a mind-body condition, that will delay your recovery. I'm not saying it will prevent it, but it will delay it until you're willing to make that decision. There's no downside to making that decision. There's no downside, only benefit. It can only help you. Get as clear as you can. Make the decision. It's not a leap of faith. It's a leap of accurate knowledge. Grab onto those facts, and know that you can get better. I know you can. So, I'm going to wrap it up here. Got to go grab some dinner. And it's probably going to be more and more videos indoors because the days are getting shorter and shorter here in the Northeast. So, as always, I love you, and we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.